The scene unfolds with Ariane locked in combat, fighting fiercely against her opponent. With a sudden burst of energy, she overpowers her adversary, emerging victorious from the intense battle. Meanwhile, Rei finds himself wandering through a dark and eerie tunnel, unaware of the danger lurking behind him. Suddenly, the ghostly figure of Fisher Rei emerges from the shadows, clutching something ominous. Rei turns to face the apparition, but sees nothing but emptiness. As he continues his journey, Rei encounters a young man, and together they make their way to the academy's director. Inside, they meet Lydia, her maid, Miss Abby, and a group of guards. Curious, Rei asks about the guards, and Clara reveals that they serve the powerful Hill family, who are responsible for the kingdom's intelligence. Rei is stunned to learn that Clara is, in fact, one of the most skilled intelligence agents in the land, despite serving as Lydia's maid. She thanks him for his interest in her little brother, Lex Hill, who is the leader of their material. Rei is once again taken aback, realizing that Clara's brother is responsible for the security of the academy's students. The headmistress warns Rei of the looming threat of the Reapers, who have infiltrated the academy with the goal of kidnapping or killing noble daughters. She tasks Rei with remaining vigilant, as he may soon find himself in a dangerous confrontation. She encourages him to work closely with Lex, who is responsible for protecting the students. As night falls, Rei gazes out of his window, his thoughts turning to Amelia and her friends. He knows that he must do whatever it takes to keep them safe from harm. The following day, the atmosphere at the Arnold Magic Academy is charged with excitement as the duel between Rebecca Bradley and her opponent reaches its thrilling conclusion. With a skillful display of magical prowess, Rebecca emerges victorious, qualifying for the final round of the main category. Amidst the buzz of the competition, Rei stands at a distance, watching the leading match between Laurio Fuccia and Lucas Forrest, students from the Arnold Magic Academy and Mercuro's Magic Academy, respectively. Suddenly, Elissa and Clarice approach him, informing him that Amelia has not left her room since yesterday and that she appears to be suffering greatly. As they speak, the match reaches its climax, with Lucas Forrest achieving a stunning victory in just 2 seconds, setting a new record in magical equestrianism. As Lucas walks away, he looks directly at Rei, leaving him with a sense of unease and uncertainty. After that, we return to Ariane, and she is training very hard, and her father and Tiana go to her, and her father tells her that this is the morale, and I am looking forward to tomorrow's competition. Rei looks at him without replying. He sees Elissa and Clarice, and Elissa asks him to save Amelia and tells him that you are the only one who can help her now. He told them, "Yes, I will go and tell her what I think of him." Rei arrives at Amelia and stands in front of the door and tells her that you do not have to go out, but listen to me only, and he says to her, "I was afraid of entering your heart. If I get too close to your heart, I might break it by mistake. I kept asking myself if my decision was right. So I kept running away from actually confronting you. I want you to tell me, and I want to know your heart." And Amelia goes to him and opens the door for him and says to him, "I am sad and miserable, as you can see. All that I did all this time was to live up to everyone's reflections and their view of me, and of my will. I gave up everyone's impression and played the role of all that in order to become a worthy person to be the eldest daughter of the Rose family. Compared to everything you've seen." He told her that there is no point in comparing people's past or their suffering, but surely you were doing your best despite all the suffering, right? She told him, "You're right, I've been hurting for a long time and I've suffered a lot, and I always wondered why I kept living even though life is so hurtful, and then I met everyone and I met you. I thought I might actually win something, and that if I win this competition I can finally be a person. That's what I thought, but I can't defeat Arian, and no matter how much time passes, I will only be a bird in a cage." And she cries and says, "Why am I alive?" Pretend and role play trying to crystallize the perfect version of myself, but I still can't live up to it. Does this kind of life have any meaning? And he told her that you are alive. This in and of itself has no meaning from our existence, but despite that, we humans can find a reason to live, and you can shave your reason for being alive from crying, sorrows, and joy, and share all this with your friends and support each other in life. Isn't this enough as a reason for living? And I want to continue living beside you," she said to him, crying and amazed. "Don't you mind my presence even when I'm weak like this?" He told her, "I don't mind your presence." We see Amelia sleeping and he tells her, "Don't worry, I trust you, I know you can win." The next day, the final match for the rising category of magical equestrian competitors begins, Ariane and Amelia. What is exciting about that will be a match between the two daughters of two great families. Who will win? Ray appears and Elisa asks him where is Amelia. He told her, don't worry, she's fine now, and they rejoice a lot, thanks to you. And he asks them where Clarice told him that she had some organizational work, and I am very happy because everything went smoothly and I was very worried about Amelia. He told her not to worry and I will go to give her rose now, and Ray goes and leaves them. Then Clarice ran and said, I can't believe that the organizational work has consumed all this time. It must have happened to Amelia's match. There was something strange following her. What do you think? About to start now, someone told Ray about a strange incident that had occurred a short while ago, which is that Clarice along with 8 other nobles had disappeared and we did not know anything about them until now. Ray said, well, I will go down because I feel something unnatural in this place. We are now heading to the final match, where Amelia is fighting with Olgan, a very strong opponent. The battle is not easy, as some expect you believe. I attacked her and hit her hard in the stomach, and it is the same movement that I used to defeat Albert. Oh God, how strong she really is. Everyone is in a state of amazement from this galvanized steel body with the magic power. Now we move to Ray after he went down to the bottom where he found Clarice and everyone on the ground in this way. Are they asleep? Or did someone kill them all? This is what you will know for sure. Ray went rushing to Clarice and found her already alive, but when she woke up, an unfortunate event happened as she found this strange object on Ray, and when she extended her hand, there was nothing. Ray knew that something strange was happening now. This area is very wide and now isolated from the outside world. Who did this in your opinion? They harvested souls, then Ray took Clarice and went quickly, but these monsters of irons chased him. He used his supernatural strength and began to attack them, but they did the dark feature and closed the vision completely, but thanks to the power of Ray, he was able to find them. And then Olga's strength was gone, and she couldn't do anything, and then with one movement, Ray froze them in place before they ran away. As Ray rushes to the battlefield, he witnesses a fierce match between Ariane and Amelia, with both fighters unleashing their most powerful attacks. Ariane channels an unprecedented force, using all of her electric charge to launch a relentless assault on Amelia. With quick and direct movements, she catches Amelia off guard, striking her with a mighty blow that sends her crashing to the ground. Despite the pain and exhaustion, Amelia finds the strength to rise once again, fueled by Ray's words of encouragement. With renewed vigor, she unleashes a flurry of attacks, determined to overcome her opponent. As the battle rages on, it remains unclear who will emerge victorious. With the final outcome of the match hanging in the balance, the fate of Amelia, Ariane, and Ray remains uncertain. Yet, regardless of the outcome, they have proven themselves to be powerful and formidable fighters, capable of overcoming even the most daunting challenges. Subscribe now to receive a summary of the episode when it comes out. Thank you for watching.